Have you ever wanted to control thousands of little ants? Probably not. Well, this is one of my favorite games. I love this game. I'm gonna smother this cutlet in the bandwagon sauce because I really do love it. Something satisfying about controlling thousands of little ants. It's just really fun to play. I do hope you guys enjoy. Today I am ants. Welcome to Empires of the Undergrowth. I'm playing an ant game. I control ants. That's all you need to know. In case you forgot, you're on the Frog with a Hat channel. If you like what you see, drop a subscribe. Anyways, that's enough begging. Let's get to the gameplay. So for this playthrough series, I'm going to be doing the story mode. I've played this before. However, there's some levels I haven't experienced yet. I'm excited for those. We're going to get to those as quickly as we can. I know the layout for the first couple levels. Don't worry about it. We're going to do the hardest difficulty to make it more challenging. There's some levels I've never done on the hardest difficulty before. The starter area for this game is kind of like, you can think of it like Clash of Clans. You build up this area in the beginning and eventually the mad scientist sends ants to attack you. It's quite horrible, and he is quite mad. I swear this guy has mental issues.
We should be patient and allow the colony to grow first.
He seems way too excited that my colony is growing, that's all I'm saying. And if we're going to protect my queen from the games of a madman, we're going to need to build an empire. An ant empire the world has never seen before, so big and strong it could take over the world! Which in this case, it's just a glass box. Welcome to the life of an ant colony in a box. Literally a wasteland. In order to succeed, we need 3 resources. We need food, tiles, and royal jelly to upgrade my ants. We're gonna get that by playing levels.
This Formica fusca queen has set up home beneath a rotting log. She is fat and vulnerable. Her first brood will need to move quickly if the colony is to survive. Their priority now is to find food, and there is plenty around. But there are other hungry creatures down here. The workers will need to be vigilant. The ants have encountered a pocket of woodworm. These defenseless weevil larvae will make an excellent meal for the colony. They will be butchered and carried off for processing.
Alright, so the name of this game is Resource Management. I'm gonna be growing my armies, destroying my enemies with hordes of ants. Yes, blood for the blood gods. Destroy them all. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. I'm just gonna be growing my armies and destroying my enemies. I want to lose as little ants as possible because it will bite me in the butt if I have to spend too much food. Apart from that, I'm just going to the locations with the least amount of enemies first and the most amount of food. So we're gonna go to these ones where there's only one enemy, and yeah, well, it's on impossible difficulty, so if you take any of the non-correct routes, especially later in the game, you get fucked in this one, but I know the exact route to take, so this level is really not that bad, but the other levels are much harder than this one. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do the next level on impossible. We'll see.
The workers have uncovered carnivorous larvae of Ocypus olens, the devil's coach horse. They are born ready for combat, with powerful slicing mandibles for chopping up their prey. They are still small, however, and must undergo a final pupation before their armor is fully developed. If the ants are fast, they should be able to overwhelm these critters.
For some of the narration, I'm definitely just going to let the guy do his thing. It's done really well in this game, and I honestly kind of like it.
There are intruders in the nest. If the ants had disturbed the adult of these larvae, the outcome for the colony may not have been so fortunate. They must expand with caution.
It's time to attack 2 of them. I think 4 per is a good ratio. I have 8 soldiers. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Hopefully we don't lose anything. Get
Predators
them.
are loose
Yes.
in the nest.
Yes,
the larvae
get them.
must be protected.
Their sustenance. Their protein. Obtain protein. Yes. Oh, let's go. We're definitely going for the one that has more food bits. We are going to attack one with 4 in it.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
Fine, it's fine. We don't need to worry about that.
Predators are loose in the nest.
Get 'em.
The larvae must be
Get 'em.
protected.
Oh, worker died. I think I lost 1 soldier as well. There's one. Come on, kill him. Kill him. Okay, we're down 3 soldiers. 5 workers. I might have been low before the start of the fight anyway, so... The influx of food will solve that problem! And then more soldiers. We pretty much can take a 5 at this point. And if we can do the 5, that means we get to the center, which has a stupid amount of food. So... maybe we'll do that. Though on the contrary, free food! We might as well just grab this one and then go for the 5 afterwards. I mean...
There are intruders
Last
in the
one went
nest.
fine. Oh, I'm getting 1 weight, aren't I? So when the ants run back like that, they're like, oh no, there's too many ants in there. I can't attack because it's crowded. So at that point, we want to be able to fight them in an open area so we can surround them. We'll have to worry about that for future battles. But for now, expansion! Now, ants' strategy is simple. Swarm, cut up, attack, bite. Very effective, lot of damage, unless they have area of effect damage, which they do. So my biggest problem is bug juice. And the only way I've found to counteract it is by having enough food to have multiple different swarms attack the same enemies if I can't kill them. Basically, more ants. And to get more ants, we need a ton of food. So we're going to go ahead and kill these guys up here. And once we go ahead and finish them off, we're going to have access to a ton of food to expand our colony to be almost twice as big as it was before.
In the nest.
And to add on to the point from earlier, if I attack them now, I'd get 1 weight. But if I attack them now, all my ants can attack at the same time. And that way we'll be able to kill them faster.
These wood lice will make a significant addition to the colony's larders, but they are clinging tightly to the ground. It's going to take some effort to dislodge them.
Food, food, and more food. Yes. We're going to get up to like 20 ants. There's some hidden bits of food I need to grab, but I also want to spend all the food I currently have. So I'm also going to go ahead and upgrade my soldiers. There we go. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and grab that other little bit of food that you can get to. This is the benefit of having played this map before. It looks like you would almost hit something, but if you sneak right through here like that, then you can go ahead and get that food for free. Now there's something just like this on the other side, so I'm pretty much just going to do the same thing again. There's that pocket in the top left corner. Do our best to estimate it, because that's really all I can do. I can't say I perfectly memorized the path, but normally I've been able to eyeball it without really hitting anything. We are looking good at this point. We got a decent army going here. We got around like 21 soldiers. We're upgrading some of them, so we're in good shape. Tiny bit more food to pick up, and then after that we're going to go ahead and clear the areas right around the nest with just a couple enemies inside them, and then we're going to start working on the ones at the top of the map, the really tough locations. So let's start with this first one over here. Just gonna be really extra food at this point. We're gonna clear this area quite effortlessly.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
And just like that, I have the lower areas complete. All right. So I do want to increase my worker count a little bit real quick. That way, if my ants start to die, then there'll be enough workers to place eggs back down to continue them respawning. The English, yeah, that was close enough. We're going to start with this little area here. There's 2 areas left that only have
Predators
the small
are loose in the nest.
enemies.
The larvae must be protected.
These guys aren't a problem. These little guys aren't a problem. I can take care of them rather quickly. Now, the large ones are the ones that have the area of effect damage, and that's where things get a little bit more complicated. However, my colony is
There
quite
are
large at the
intruders in the
moment,
nest.
and we're about to get a ton more food from this. Get 'em! Get 'em! It's just free food. It's just free. Alright. So with that food, we are in even greater shape. So now we're on to the big guys.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
You should see in a second what their area of effect attack looks like.
The ants have stumbled
Bug
into the
juice.
path of a fully developed
Bug
devil's
juice.
coach horse beetle, and it's hungry for breakfast. The beetle is almost 4 times the size of a black ant, and protected by thick plates of external armor. Whilst it bites at the tiny defenders, it sprays foul-smelling secretions from the end of its raised abdomen, disorientating the ants. The devil's coach horse is dead. Its corpse will provide food to support dozens of new brood.
I'm telling you guys, bug juice. Literally. Those things, they're little, they look really cool. What am I to say? I like bugs. I think they look cool regardless. Beetles especially. Spiders, I can't really handle spiders that well. But I've gotten better with them recently. I used to be actually terrified of them, but now I can actually be around them and even touch them and like mess with them a little bit if I'm feeling courageous. Not that I'd go out of my way to. But I still find them creepy. They just like the hairs, the fangs, the...
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
I don't think you'd ever catch me with the tarantula pet or something like that. But I might get like a frog pet, maybe channel mascot. We'll keep the idea in the books. Be fun to have a frog anyways. I like frogs. Alright, so we're gonna be doing probably the last expansion to the soldiers for this level. We don't wanna go too far beyond this point. And we also want to make sure that we actually have food in our bank so that if we do end up getting squad wiped, we can respawn, reconvene, and try again. That's also why I'm going to dig this area out down here. Essentially, if all my ants die in a fight up above, then I'll have them group up down here, and then when the enemies finally come down here, they'll be facing a fresh wave, just as strong as the first one they ran into. Now, only a couple left. 3 areas left. The last one being the hardest. I think I'm just going to gain food from these 2.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Not too worried. Not too worried at all about this one and the next one. 35 ants is a lot. So I'm in a very good spot. Yes, fight my minions. Destroy him, yes! Bet you wish you had 35 friends to help you out. I'm sure happy you don't. Colony would die in an instant.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae
And
must
we're
be
going to do
protected.
the next one real quick as well. We have about the same amount of food, and we increased the amount of ants we had from last time. Oh, that's nice. So he sprayed early, and then the rest of my ants came in, which is ideal. He's only going to get one big attack off. It's going to confuse a lot of the ants, but it's not going to kill them. Let's go. This went very cleanly. Do a couple upgrades. Make sure we got this in the bag. I'm sure we do at this point, though. Just one last fight. One last area to take care of. Okay, this is going to be a slightly drawn-out fight. I should be able to get it done in 2 swarms, but maybe
Predators
3.
are loose in the nest.
Here they come.
The larvae
All right.
must be protected.
All right, in our initial attack, let's go! Get him! I was hoping more of those sprays would happen early, but they didn't. So all of those ants are gonna die. But they're gonna kill some of the little guys and damage the big guys at the same time. And we're gonna use that area I set up earlier. Takes a second for them all to spawn and group up again, but now I have another full swarm that I can just outright attack them with. Get him. Let's see. Yeah, I think this will do it. Yeah. Yes, I see one of them fall and a bunch of soldiers are spawning in and coming. It's just a matter of time until I wipe them all out. And there you have it.
This Formica fusca colony has now established itself as a rising power in the Undergrowth. Soon their territory will need to expand above ground, where new challenges await. For the time being, however, the Queen is safe.
Yes, and that is one level for the books. We're going to take Royal Jelly here. We want to be able to upgrade our ants and get new ants as fast as possible. Plus, like, food is kind of inconsequential. Inconsequential? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I think that is. You just get so much of it, and you're going to be able to build to your max size colony without taking extra food or anything like that. So
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
we're going to go ahead and finish this level off by doing some upgrades on my colony. We're going to go ahead and get the black ant so we can actually attack and defend. And we're going to go ahead and pick up all that food and expand the colony. We also want to expand the food stores to be something ridiculously large so that I'll be able to sustain a large flow of ants. Basically, more food, more ants. That's how this game usually goes. So we're going to start with the food stores, though. Put these workers to work. And then we're going to go right for a bunch of the soldier ants. And I'm just going to spend all the food that I get and all the tiles I get. We're going to use all the resources right now. And there we go. That's all the tiles done. All the food's collected with the exception of a couple bips and bobs. We got like a grub over here. But that's going to be the end of the video as well. Thank you so much for watching if you got to this point. If you want to support the channel, drop a like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing 1 level per episode. They take about an hour to finish, so it seems reasonable. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.